Assalamualaikum. Today we like to present about our assignment. It's about pair video. So we choose about social. So I would like to introduce myself first. Okay, my name is Muhammad Azrul Rashid bin Bidin. My metric number 260654. We from UUM Johor Bahru.
Good afternoon. My name is Abdul Shukri bin Ismail. My metric number is 260548 from UUM Johor Bahru. Our topic is about high rate of unemployment among Malaysian graduates. For introduction, in recent years, Malaysian fresh graduates have faced issue of unemployed, and it has become a known fact. As years go by, the number of unemployed has been rise. It's getting much harder for an individual to apply for a job if he or she remain unemployed for a certain period of time. For the first time, we now have clear statistics of unemployed among youth, including those who have just recently graduated. As stated by the Department of Statistics Malaysia, the unemployment rate among the fresh graduates has been increased from 30% in 2013 to 34% in 2016, and the national unemployed was 3.5% out of 40 million Malaysians in the labour market.
Okay, let's talk about cost of employment. So number one is delaying the hunt for employment. After a long day's work, all you want to do is chill out. That is usually the same case for fresh graduates. You feel as though it's been a long journey and you deserve some overdue R&R. Talk is totally understandable. We advise against talking too long of a break as it affects how attractive you are on paper. Your potential boss is looking for someone who is driven, proactive, creative, a risk taker, and someone who is adaptable to change. So the best thing you could do for yourself in the long run is to at least do some part-time, volunteer, or even an internship before getting something permanent. Doing something productive during your spare time will not only benefit you but gain you some money point in the long run.
Point number 2 is not seizing the right opportunity on time. One day you are going through a list of jobs and you found something that you like. But the thing is, you didn't apply immediately because you thought you still have time. Before you know it, the position is closed because they are already hired someone and now you are burned out. Now you just want to curl up in bed and watch your whole life flashing right before your eyes. Okay, that was a tad bit too dramatic, but it is true. You should grab the opportunity the moment you see it. According to the Hope Sugar, as stated by CNN Money, a job posting generally stay open for about 45 days before they take it down. You can, however, see if they mention when the job is posted, and you can estimate how much time you have left to apply for the vacancy.
Okay, point number 3 is having an entitled attitude. So this is warning, guys. Don't be this guy. Having superstar graded and being on the dean's list is enough to land you a job. It definitely helps, but it's far from the only thing employers value in a candidate. Employers also want to see whether or not, you are a team player, can multitask while being productive, can create solutions for internal problems, and a risk taker. We know that calling Gen Y job seekers entitled is overused and not fair. By doing so, we could be labeling 27 million people under one umbrella. But think about it. Do you know at least a few people who don't apply for jobs or quit their jobs under 6 months simply because they feel they deserve better? I'm betting that your answer is yes. The attitude is believing that you are the best candidate for the job without having the skill and experience for the position is a title unrealistic considering how many people they are fighting for that one position only.
Now we talk about solution for unemployment among Malaysian graduates. Here are 5 things the government should do to create an economy that works better for Malaysian youths. Point number 1. Close the gap of the labour supply and demand. Firstly, the government needs to urgently solve the problem of mismatch of supply and demand of labour force and skill. The allocation of scholarship as well as the intake for different posts in universities and vocational schools should reflect the estimation of what the economy needs in the medium term of 2 to 4 years. The consequence of costs at tertiary institutions should be more industry driven. There should be an aggressive reskill program to help reskill unemployed graduates. We are now stuck with the consequence of mismatch between supply and demand. A person needs more valuable skill in order to earn more, hence government upskill and lifelong learning program and incentive must to be strategic and aggressive to catalyze the upward movement of labor skill and subsequently PP chicos. In addition, technical and vocational education and training should be rebranded an attractive pathway from secondary school level, just as it is in countries such as Germany. It better to be graduate earned with skill that high demand by market such as astronaut, mechanic, oil and gas technician or train operator than to be a university graduate with no job prospect.
Okay, point number 2 is improve use soft skills and transferable skills. To narrow the skill gap of graduates in terms of technical and soft skill definitions, it is important for the respective ministries, agencies and academia to collaborate with education and industry players by way of internship programs and other collaboration. In addition, since we are living in a fast-changing world where the job market changes so quickly, our tertiary industry needs to keep graduate with more transferable skill that can be transferred across different industries, such as to ability to learn new things quickly and independently, to adapt a new technologies and environment, and to think analytically, critically, and creatively. Other desirable traits include a good working attitude as well as a good interpersonal communication and leadership skill. The ability to speak English is crucial as in the business language and the private sector. In addition, is a word nothing to Chinese proficiency will become an increasingly important skill for the workplace as China is taking center stage as a world economic powerhouse and making more investment in Malaysia.
Point number 3 is move from the labor intensive to a knowledge driven economy. It's a high time that we move away from being a labor intensive economy and move toward become a knowledge and skill intensive economy. The government needs a comprehensive carrot and stick system to facilitate an adoption of technology by business. It can do this by restrict industry relies on foreign labor gradually while at the same time providing attractive incentive in terms of subsidies and grants for the industries to invest in technology. Transformation of business from labor driven to knowledge driven can create medium and high skill jobs that pay higher wage as well as improve business profitability and long-term competitiveness. The government must create a supporting system that facilitates and catalyze such business transition without hurting the business, especially smaller players. In addition to move toward the knowledge-driven economy, we need to increase our spending in research and development (R&D).
Okay, point number 4 is incentive youth entrepreneurship. Fourthly, youth must be empowered to venture into entrepreneurship. Only 2% of the nation graduates are running their own business on graduation, one of the lowest percentage among other countries in the region. Small and medium enterprise create more than 70% of the jobs in Malaysia. There's more jobs to be created for youth if the young start their own business. Therefore, there should be special incentive programs for youth entrepreneurship. In fact, because of their exposure of the internet from a young age, this generation of Malaysian has a much wider worldwide as well as greater creativity and potential to think outside of the box than previous generation. The government must formulate an incentive system that can help youth with extraordinary ideas to turn these ideas into product service via youth entrepreneurship.
And the last point is point number 5 is a better institution. Malaysians need strong institutions to command market confidence for private sector development so that the individual and firm can plan and invest. There must be prudent economy policies which encourage strategic investment in infrastructure and simulation innovation. Remove market rigidities and bureaucracy and achievement region. Integration such as Asian trade, labor, border control, and so on. There should be an institutional accountability structure to ensure that wherever we place help, which may include those discussed above, is executed properly to improve the job situation for youth. The outcome of such effort must be measured objectively by job data such as numbers of new jobs created and the workers' median salary, and not by the politician say about it.
Okay, conclusion, with a talented workforce that match market demand, structural reform that move toward knowledge, technology, innovation and entrepreneurship, and last but not least, strong institution, Malaysian will be able to compete with our regional competitors such as Singapore, Indonesia, Vietnam and Thailand to attract investment, which in turn will create more value-add jobs. with more and better job, the young generation will not only be able to survive but to thrive in today's competitive and globalist world. Not less, it's not enough that our youth thrive today. We must also make sure they thrive in the future. The job landscape is changing very fast in the era of the fourth industrial revolution with the rise of artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things and big data technology. Okay, that's all from us. Hope you will get some information and knowledge about this. So we hope Malaysian government can improve our institution and also another thing to make youth become great from today and better than today. Thank you very much.